All right, in question number 4, we've got to find the exact value of each one of these. And you see we've got 30, 60, and 45 degree angles. Now, if you think about this with a 90 degree angle, a 90 degree triangle, this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And then the other thing is if it's a 90 degree triangle, well, that's going to be a 45, 45, 90 triangle. These have special properties. If you recall, the short leg on a 30, 60, 90 triangle, if I want the hypotenuse, I just multiply it by 2. And if I want the other leg, I just multiply it by square root of 3. And so I can use this to answer this question. I know that sine of an angle is opposite over hypotenuse. And I know that the cosine of an angle, that's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So all I do is look at my triangle and fill this in. The opposite over hypotenuse is 1/2. The adjacent for 60 is going to be 1, and so then that hypotenuse is still 2, so that's also going to be 1/2. And so then if I do the sine 30 times the cosine of 60, it's going to be 1/2 times 1/2, or 1/4. Now here, keep in mind we've got sine squared. That just means sine of an angle times sine of an angle. The sine of 45, remember if this is a 1 and this is a 1, the hypotenuse is going to be 1 times square root of 2. So if I use this angle, 45, the opposite's going to be 1, and the hypotenuse is going to be square root of 2. That's the sine of 45. The sine squared of 45 is just going to be 1 over square root of 2 times 1 over square root of 2. So if I multiply those together, well, the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is equal to 2, so that's going to be 1/2. And that's the answer to that one. Now in C, they want the sine of 45, so I look at my triangle, and I know that that's going to be the opposite over hypotenuse, or 1 over square root of 2. And then the cosine of 30, so I look at 30, and that's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, or square root of 3 over 2. And then they want to add those two things together. So that's going to be 1 over square root of 2 plus square root of 3 over 2. Well, in this case, the common denominator is going to be 2, because if I multiply 1 over square root of 2 times square root of 2 over 2, that's going to change it, so it has square root of 2 over 2. Now the denominators are the same. Now keep in mind, I cannot take square root of 2 plus square root of 3 and add them together and get square root of 5. That doesn't work. So I just going to leave it just like this. It's going to be square root of 2 plus square root of 3 over 2, and that's my answer. All right, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.